I'm going to discuss with you that how you can secure maximum bands in IELTS test and you can obtain maximum marks in the CSS examination. You see that your writing skill is one of the tremendous jobs you undertake to perform in your examinations. In my IELTS classes as well as CSS classes, I discuss some very important things by using which the students secure maximum bands and maximum marks. Actually, what you say is not important, but how you say something, that's important. So never think that what you are going to say. You have certain thoughts, certain ideas, certain imaginations, and certain things which you want to communicate. You say whatever you want to say. But the most important thing is how you give importance to the idea or anything you want to communicate to others. In writing, for example, in IELTS test, you have to write in 250 words. In CSS examination, you have to write an essay in 2000 words. In an essay, first you have to make an introduction. In the introduction, you have to generally talk about the topic and followed by the main body. In main body, you will mainly talk about the topic, for and against, whatever the comments, whatever the ideas you want to put into the essay, and the things for or against, or detail of the topic you will give in the main body. And more we will discuss later on. And then you have to talk about the conclusion. The last part of the essay is called conclusion, or you have to give your suggestions. So there are three parts of an essay: introduction, then main body, and then comes the conclusion. In the introduction comprise only one paragraph. The introduction should not be more than one paragraph. What's a paragraph? You see, we combine the alphabets to make words. We combine the words to make phrases. What is a phrase? Phrase is a small sentence. Phrase is a small sentence that gives meaning but not a complete meaning. In order to give complete meaning, we have to combine the words or phrases to make a sentence. So sentence is actually the fundamental unit in the language, not the word. It's the sentence that's the fundamental unit of the language. You can't become well versed in the art of language, in any language, unless you are fully capable to put the words and the phrases together to make sentences. You have to make the sentences. And as long as we are talking about one point, we are discussing one point, any particular point we want to discuss, we remain confined to one paragraph. And when we feel that our point has been finished, even by quoting maximum examples, our point has been finished, so we can move on to the next paragraph. We move on to that. So in one paragraph, there is only one point. In the main body, we have to talk about more than one point, maybe 2 points, 3 points, 4 points, 5 points, depending upon the length of the essay. In IELTS test, for example, we have to write an essay in 250 words. So you make the introduction according to the availability of the words. So introduction should be only in one paragraph, and then in the main body you have to construct at least 2 paragraphs. But you might extend it to any number of paragraphs depending upon how many points you want to discuss and the availability of the words to you. And then the last part of the essay is concluding part. You can give your suggestions in that particular part, but in the main body or the introduction, you don't have to express your strong feeling about the topic. It is in the last part of the essay, which is called the conclusion, which is called where you can give your suggestions, and that's the last paragraph. So there are three parts. So linking words or phrases are very important to discuss in your essay. For example, you have to introduce the points, you have to list the points, you have to add more points to the same topic, and you have to make the contrasting points, you have to introduce examples, and you have to conclude. So there are different expressions which you can put while writing an essay, and if you put those words also in the transcription writing, as in the IELTS test, you have to write either you have to write the transcription, or there is a letter for the general test. You have to write a letter. So whichever thing you write a report, you write a letter, you write an essay, you write a memorandum, you write the short story, you write a novel, whichever thing you have to write, you write. If you use linking words and phrases, you can really work wonders, and you can secure maximum bands and maximum marks you can obtain. And we'll discuss these linking words or phrases in detail next time. Thank you very much.